Hey, what's up, you guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Transformers Age of the Primes Superion. And in order to build Superion, you're going to need one deluxe class Skydive, one deluxe class Air Raid, one deluxe class Fireflight, and one deluxe class Slingshot. And then you're also going to need the Commander class Silverbolt. And then once you have all the aerial bots, you can build out Superion. So we're gonna take a look at how to make Superion. For the 4 deluxe class figures, you're gonna need them in their jet modes, and I'll tell you how to do it, what to do with them later. Now you're gonna need to make Superion's torso using Silverbolt, and that can be found in the instructions on how to transform him. Alright, to start building out Superion's torso, you're going to take Silverbolt and move his wings back, turn the head around, and then bring this forward. You're going to pull out Superion's head and bring it out like so. You're going to fold in Silverbolt's head and then fold in the fists. You're then going to take the arms and then fold them back like so, just bend the elbow backwards. Then you're going to fold the arms inward like this till you hear them click in. And then you're going to fold up the chest. Next, you're going to take the thighs of Silverbolt and rotate them inward. And then you're going to bend the knees like so. And then you're going to fold in the heels. Then you're going to bring up the legs and click them into here. Just fold them up to the sides until you get Superion looking like this. Just, it's a little tricky, so you're gonna probably take a few attempts to try to do this, but it's easy enough. Then you're gonna move the leg or the feet of Silverbolt down like this. Bring out the wings, lift this up, and then you're gonna bring this down. And then you have the torso and head done for Superion. Now to make the limbs, you're going to need this big brick piece, and then you're going to take it apart like so. We're going to start with the legs, so you're going to take off these side panels like so. You're then going to pull these two apart. Then you're going to fold this part in, so you get it to click in. And then you're going to flip this out, and then this out. And to make sure the legs are locked into place, you see this little black tab? You're going to push that in, and then the leg will be secure. And then lastly, you're going to flip out the foot, and you're going to do that with the other side. The whole process will be the same thing on the other side. We're not going to fully do the arms just yet without the aerial bots. So what you're just going to need to do is flip out the hand. Now we're going to do the waist piece. You're going to flip this out, flip this out, and then you're going to take the legs or the thighs and flip them downward. And then you're going to move this down. You're then going to take the waist piece and then the top piece to Superion and put it together like this. Just got to click. There's these 2 pegs in the center. You just got to click those in. And then there's 3 locking points. The chest. And then there's also these wing pieces here. You just got to line them all up. It's kind of tricky to do, so I'm going to have to do it off camera. And now when you're left with this, you can now attach the limbs. Before we put the limbs onto Superion, let's put the deluxe aerial bots on the limbs. We're going to start with Air Raid. He's going to be on the right leg or the left leg. So what you're going to want to do is start in jet mode. What you want to do is to flip these backwards. Take this portion and move it back. Take the nose cone and put it like so. Flip in the head and then move the wings up. And then you're ready to attach it to the leg. Just make sure everything on Air Raid is lined up. And to attach them to the leg, you just simply slide it on like so. It's kind of tricky to do. It may take you a few tries, but you're just going to slide it on like so. This is proving harder than I thought, but getting them on there, just make sure it just clicks into place. And there he is. He's on to the leg like so. And when you do, get the aerial bot on the leg, these doors will close. I will grab the other leg to show you an example. As you can see, they're open here. And when you push them in, there's a mechanism right here that closes them up. And the same process will be done with skydive. We now have the legs done. Let's now move on to the arms. The arms are a little more simple. You just take the aerial bot of, this will be Slingshot's arm, so you just plug him into the arm here like so. Just plug him in, because there's pegs on here and then the peg holes line up here. You just gotta line them up. Not really sure where to exactly. I'm still trying to figure things out as I go. But once you get that on there, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh wait, I had it upside down. You're supposed to have the nose cone facing up. My bad. I didn't know that. I forgot that they had to face up. But all you do is just plug them in like so. Like that. Very simple and easy. And then you just, well, make sure they're on all the way and secure. And then from there, you just split the arm open. Like so. It's a little easier said than done. It's kind of hard. Come on. And just make sure he's all the way in there. And then split the arm apart. So what you wanted to do with the arm is split it apart. But I was having a hard time getting that with Slingshot on here. I'll try again with on camera with, Firefly. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put them on here. And then they split apart like so. Because there's a tab on the Deluxe Class figures that makes them split apart like so. But for some reason, they just did not. So let's try again with Firefly. Alright, just make sure he's on there nice and good. And then you just split the arm like so, like that, like exactly like that. And then you just pull it apart like so. Make sure the wings are folded up like so. And then now you have the arm. Now attach the limbs to Superion is very easy. You want to take the legs and then slide them into these ports right here like so. They're just going to slide in like that. And then you take the other one and you slide it in like so. And for the arms, they're much simpler. You just take them and you slide them onto the feet here. Well, the feet of Silverbolt at least. And there you go. You have Superion now complete. And before we take a look at Superion, let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with the rifle that, this is the rifle that came with a Silverbolt. As you can see, it's just, all painted in black. You can take Silverbolt's gun and put it into the tip like so. That's what the instructions say to do. And you can just plug it into his hand like so. Just gotta plug it in like that. Or you can flip the peg up and attach it like this to this peg with that hole. And have it more like how he has it in the show. In the show, he has it kind of like a fusion cannon. So that's really cool that you can have that display option. Now let's take a closer look at Superion. As you can see, he just looks like, the aerial bots put together. And I really do like how this looks. It really came out looking awesome. And he is one of those skeleton combiners, not like Devastator. And I know a lot of people don't like the skeleton combiners, but here's the thing, a lot of people like them as well because they're very sturdy, like compared to Combiner Wars, which I never had, but just compared to that, look at that, that's solid. That's giving it the shake test. That's solid. It's sticking together. It just looks nice. You can move it around more easily, and we'll take a look at the articulation in just a moment. But overall, I think it looks great. A thing about the design of Superion and just mainly the other combiners. I don't like how the legs are facing the back, but that's accurate. That's accurate to the show and the original toy. I mean, I kind of wish they were facing forward, but facing back again is accurate, but it's cool nonetheless. Now let's take a closer look at Superion's articulation. Starting off with the head, it is on a ball joint, can pivot and rotate all the way around. Can look up that much if you untab it, and it can look down a little bit. The arms can move out that much on the ratchet joints, move down, and they can rotate all the way around. There's a ton of ratchet joints on this figure. It's like Menasor. Bicep swivel. Single jointed ratcheted elbows. And the wrists to rotate. And they can hinge inward. He has a waist rotation. Moving these hip skirts out, he can kick forward that much. And it's on a soft ratchet. And he can kick back some. He does have thigh swivel. And then single jointed ratcheted knees. And he also has ankle pivot. Measuring out Superion from the top of his head, he's 12 inches tall. But to the highest point, which is the nose cone of Firefly, he's around 13 inches tall. Here he is next to a, large commander class. We have Jetfire, and as you can see, they are around the same height. Here he is next to his rival. We have Menasor, and as you can see, they share a lot of the same, similar engineering. They both have, that skeleton frame, which is really cool. Again, a lot of people don't like it, but I don't understand why. It's just such a stable system. And then here he is next to another 2025 combiner. We have Devastator, and as you can see, Devastator is much taller than Superion. And here's Superion all built up, and I have to say this figure is really cool. I do like the Superion, combiner as well. Like, the character of Superion is just awesome, and he just looks dope. And I just really like how, all the colors come together. I really like how, Slingshot and, I keep forgetting his name, freaking Fireflight, make up the arms. They look really nice. Again, I know it's by design, but I don't like how the jets for the legs are on the back. But again, I know that's by design, but I kind of wish they were facing forward that way. They just were present. But overall, this is a awesome figure. It's really cool. It's got a ton of ratchet joints, and it's very stable, unlike, the one from Combiner Wars. I've heard that thing is so unstable. And it's even more stable than Menasor. So they've made really good improvements with this figure. And I can't wait to see what they do with Bruticus as well. It's going to be awesome. This is the second Combiner of the year, and it's a banger. I hope, we see more combiners down the road, because these are just fun to build out. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.